Friday the 27th. So that means we're going to have peppers. We're at Oscar's Pizza here in Kokomo. It is our favorite place in Kokomo. It's the best pizza in town. I'll tell you what, the end of week 3 of FRC build season. And I've seen some teams are driving this weekend, so that's pretty good. Like with custom drivetrains, they're driving this weekend. Of course, Kitbot chassis were driving a long time ago.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
So break your bot. That's the contest. It is good to break your robot early in the build season. The earlier you break it, the earlier you fix it. Rinse, repeat, break it, repeat it, all that stuff. And then by the time you get to the competitions, you're not breaking anything anymore. That's a wonderful thing. So we want to see videos right after you broke your robot. I want to see you celebrating the breaking of your robot because that's a good thing. Don't get down on yourselves when something goes bad. I want you to see you celebrate breaking your robot. The best break robot video would get a trophy from us, maybe a broken trophy, maybe some duct tape, maybe some JB Weld, and we'll throw in I guess we'll do another $250 Andy Mark gift certificate.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
So $250 in credit for the team, the one team. We're not doing runners up. If you're not first, you're last. And this break your robot, the best video, and you need to send it to us bag day deadline for break your robot. Now speaking of contests, we need to see more out of the G4 R3 rule communication contest. No one has stepped up and made a video or a presentation or something short to help communicate that rule, as well as those guys in Florida did. I put it on Chief Delphi, and other people just turned it into this discussion about how inspectors have a hard time with teams. That wasn't the point. We got to make sure we communicate the rule. So we have compliant wheels. This one has been the one that we tested this one and we broke it. This is the one that's been out and about. Many teams have got this one and we ran out of the material. We mold it here in town. I was bragging about how fast we can get these things, then we ran out of the material, and our material supplier had a hard time getting the TPU for this. We found another supplier, acts actually a little bit differently than this one acts. This one is slightly softer than this one.
Ready? I'll also do it here.
Perfect.
Thus showing this one softer.
So we will figure out what to do. We might change the color. Maybe we'll make it purple or pink, or we'll let you know on Monday what's happening with this new wheel.
Nick, you want to talk about the Magnum motor fix real quick?
So we've put together a list of parts that work together with the SRX Magnum encoder that will allow you to actually space the encoder out from the face of a gearbox housing. So anywhere that you either use an encoder mount pad or any of our molded housing gearbox that have that same bolt pattern for the E4T encoder, what we're going to recommend you use is actually a rubber grommet and 2 number 348 screws that are about 1/2 inch long. Basically what you're going to do is place the rubber grommet between the housing or encoder mount pad, put the encoder on it, use the longer 348 screws, and basically slightly squash the grommet until the face of the encoder housing is the correct distance from the end of the magnet on the shaft. I'll have a more detailed video coming in the next few days or so keep an eye out.
So this weekend, you should be finishing up your prototype. You should be integrating, be making sure things fit or don't fit, and then redoing them to get them to fit. You should be either finishing up your custom drivetrain pieces or you should be driving this weekend. Software teams, if you don't know how to get your drivetrain software working, then seek out a mentor team to get software help. You don't want to be stuck during week 6 figuring out how to do your software. Get it in place now, and if it's not in place, then find a mentor team locally who can look over your shoulder and show you how to use LabVIEW or Java or C++. If you're new at software and you're learning, I would stick to LabVIEW, and that way you're going to have more people helping you with LabVIEW than you will with the other types of software platforms. We will see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe. There's this 10 hours of Professor Elemental 10-hour stream of continuous Steam videos. I lasted about 2 minutes.